Welcome back, boys and girls. This is the NAO show. This is the inaugural kickoff show for the 2023 season. Mark, are you okay?
I'm good.
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah.
Woo!
We got sounds this year.
Yeah!
Nice.
Now what?
All right, Marky Mark. Get a sip of that beer because this is going to be a wild ride. We have 158 days to make up, and what are we going to do first, sir?
Well, I think we should talk about 2022, talk about our champions, Evan and Brandon.
Nah.
Nah.
Let's do something way better than that. We
Yeah,
ain't gonna
man.
talk about them fools.
We got to make it a good show, man. We can't talk about
We want
boring
people to
stuff.
watch. We're in high demand. Did you guys know that?
That's true.
We are.
It really is.
Every time they
We
brought
are.
it up in chat, it added 1 day to waiting.
If it wasn't for Landon making his special appearance,
Mm-hmm.
I would have came back.
True. I mean, it was easy for him to come to North Carolina. We're close together, but that trip down to Texas and back.
He's
I
a.
am a happy camper. Let me tell you.
And I'll go another 158 days
Yeah,
for that.
that's worth it.
I mean,
The market value's been set.
at least 2 first-round picks. At least.
Hmm.
Golly, it feels like it's been exactly 158 days since we've done our last show.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
guys been up to? Just
Well,
You've been up to a lot, Sean.
I had a bunch go on. I moved 4 times in the month of November. Bought a house January 2nd. And then I have been living it up here in North Carolina in my new house. Like ever since November hit, and I was just like all over the freaking place. I dropped my old girlfriend. She can go fuck right off. Shout out.
Then you got another one, and you
then I got
dropped
another
that one, and she can
Dropped
fuck
that
right
one.
off.
So, if you follow me at Facebook, you obviously know it. There's another one. What else is going? Oh, I got a dog. Because he's cooler than women, I guess. What have you all been up to?
you came to visit. That was pretty cool.
I watched you build a grill patio.
Yeah, it's done. Didn't flood.
Sat there and watched you.
Well, you fell asleep a lot.
Did he
I fell asleep a lot.
did he build it in a tank top? Was it one of those kind of
wasn't.
watches?
It wasn't
He wasn't
In
a
a-
tank top.
in the hot Texas sun.
Ooh,
Got
sweating,
the lint out of my belly button. It was real good.
wiping the sweat off his brow and
I think-
shaking his
There's
hair.
slow motion videos. If you message me, I will send them to you. If you want a
We-
slow motion video
I
of
think you
tank
said
top Mike working hard in the sun?
set him to music, didn't you? Got him all.
Yeah, I sent them the tank top, and he put them to music.
We tried to watch Ant-Man, but Sean fell asleep during that too.
Hey, I had been up since like 3:30 that day.
And then
It-
we went scuba diving and came back. Sean said he fell asleep while we were gone. Well,
Yeah, I
watching
took a
Ant-Man.
2-hour long nap.
You don't have to be up
I
a long
woke up
time.
to Mike's dog just looking at me from the front door, just staring at me. I must have been making some weird noises in my sleep. She was looking at me like, "Bro, you are about to die." What about you, Marky Mark? What have you been up to in this hiatus?
Well, pretty much the same old stuff. Work has been crazy as hell. So that's kind of one thing that's changed for me. But otherwise, same kind of thing. I had my daughter visit. Of course, she comes during the draft. She's like, "Hey, guess what? This is when we're coming." She comes with her fiance, and he's from Great Britain, so he's a really good guy. And they visited last
Oh,
summer.
I like that other Brit that we all know.
No, he's a good Brit. This one's a good one.
Oh, he's a good person.
Yeah, so he balances out some of the other bullshit that comes from that country. But but yeah,
Full-time job knowing the other Brit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she's like, "Hey, we're gonna get in at this time," and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's right during the draft, man."
So, how many times did you think of telling them not to come because the draft was happening?
It was tough, man. It was tough. Brandon stepped up. I asked him if he'd handle things, because I'd be in and out. And I actually, they were pretty cool about it because they know it's my favorite thing. So they were pretty cool about letting me get in, not getting upset about me taking some time and checking in, making a couple trades and stuff. So, but yep, that's about it, man. I haven't had a whole lot going on.
All right, for our very dedicated viewers, I just want to kind of confirm something. But when you say handle things, you automatically are talking about Ian, right? You need to handle Ian.
That's what I
Is that
assumed
what we're talking-
immediately. Yeah, was Ian's gonna start some shit, and somebody needs to be ready for
That's what
Ian bending
Brandon
the
was
rules
supposed to be there.
in his favor, and then complaining. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make sure that you have a lot of cheese on hand to go with all that wine. Just send him a block of cheese or two, and to go with all that wine.
It's almost as if he's French, not British.
Mhm.
He likes wine and cheese, and isn't that what French people do? Must be French.
Yeah, I don't know. Did he? Did you guys get the obligatory cook offer? He's been trying to shop cook all over the place.
Well, knowing who we're talking about and knowing who pedal off on people, how many first round picks did he want for that bad boy?
He's trying to get out from under him, and I said, "Hey, man, he just had another shoulder surgery, and he's getting older, man. He's about done." So he sends me this thing. Oh, the surgery was a success, and everything's good. And I think, and he talked to Goofy too. I know, and because Goofy and I talked about it, because I think he hit up Goofy first, and then he hit me after, and it seemed like he's trying to get a quarterback because he was wanting Kyler from me, and I can't remember who he was trying to get from Goofy, but he's thinking, hey, I'll give you a RB1 for a good quarterback. And
RB freaking one? All right.
yeah,
That's because
and
Herbert just had surgery too. Actually,
yeah, true. He's just getting back into OTAs, but
Herbert had a surgery?
yeah, I
Great.
can't remember what, but he had something.
torn labrum or something.
Yeah, he got snot beat out of him last year, but yeah, Goofy called his bluff, and he's like, "I'll take Cook if you give me Madison too."
The scuttlebutt this morning is that Tom Brady is going to buy a portion of the Raiders and become the starting quarterback.
That just from this morning. That's been out there for a little while, right?
Yeah.
I saw it fucking this morning.
If,
Oh.
if Sean read it this morning, then that's when it started.
He's not going to be. I don't know. He said he's not going to play anymore. So, although I know
That
that.
was Jimmy G stock, and guess who has Jimmy G stock?
That's Ian, right?
We all know Trey Lance is a freaking fireball in the pocket.
Yeah, there you go. And now we know why he was trying to get a quarterback. So, yeah. Talking about Brady, I'm sure. Does Dylan still have him? I think Dylan had him, didn't he?
Let's check to see
Well,
if
take a
Dylan
look.
still has him on the team.
I bet he's still holding
He
out
did.
hope, man.
He did drop him on May 7th.
Oh, he
Who did he
finally
drop
dropped
him
him.
for? Anybody?
It just
No,
says
it's
drop to waivers.
probably after the draft. He had to pare down.
Well, I will give Dilly some credit. He does have a good enough, I'll say good enough to good backup in Daniel Jones. He's a fine backup, Daniel Jones. He's got Aaron Rodgers going into the season, though. He'll be good this year, maybe.
I'd take him for a year and a one quarterback.
Yeah, I'll take him for a year.
Yeah.
Well,
what do we think about Thielen in Carolina, though?
I'm not ready to talk about the Carolina receivers right now.
I would have thought you wanted to talk about the receivers and how your guy is not a Carolina Panther.
You know, I'm actually excited about it. I'm buying into the camp hype. I don't care. I'm ready to get hurt. I'll take it.
Well, you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah, you can't hurt me any more than I've been hurt. So
you can't hurt me more than they hurt me.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, do you remember their last Super Bowl win? You were a kid. You had to have been a kid, man.
Yeah, I was born in '88, so I was. I would have watched it.
You were what? 8 years old.
Yeah.
8 years old. Holy shit, man.
Were you a Cowboys fan at 8 years old?
Oh yeah, I have a picture on my fridge. I was like less than 1 wearing a Cowboys hat. I've always been.
Were anybody else in your family a Cowboys fan where you kind of got that, or you just picked it up on yourself?
So the story that I was told is when my dad and his older brother, they were the only ones at that point. They sat down to watch a game, and it just so happened to be like this is when they were like teenagers. The game just so happened to be Cowboys-Packers. So my dad and brother got into a rivalry that day, and my uncle is still a Packers fan, and now that's how I'm a Cowboys fan. That could have been anybody. That could have been any team, any two teams, and that would have been who I'm a fan of now.
Very cool. Very cool. The backstory on Tank Top Mike's fandom of the...
And I always joked around that it was destined to be. Oh, my God. Look at this.
Dick pic! Dick pic!
Jeez, good thing I wore pants on this episode.
I'm glad you wore pants today. Golly.
I was like, hey, we didn't talk about that, but I'm up for everything, whatever you want to do, man.
We said the show was getting weird.
We said we were just gonna turn on the tape. All those.
Hey, you work from home as long as I have. Sometimes you just don't. You don't get to that drawer when you wake up.
Pants are fucking optional,
The pants are overrated, man.
It gets so hot in Texas, you gotta just let it fly sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm looking up.
Most people turn up the AC. Mike just drops trowel.
Ain't no need.
I'm looking up
Ain't no need for that.
Looking up that thing that Evan posted earlier. His balls are incredible. I thought maybe we were gonna.
We're talking about Tank Top Mike.
That's my segue into the Ravens offense.
He's putting the balls
already
on the
my favorite show.
He's putting the balls on the money. Or is it the money on the balls? I don't know.
Money on the balls. Golly. I think I can speak for all of us and our true fans that we are happy that you are wearing.
Yeah, good enough.
All right, that's
I'm a little low, but who cares? We can't match the production value of the Goofy and Evan show anyway, so.
Well, you guys want to speak a little bit about that show? Go ahead.
What
were your pros?
I have to admit here in front of God and everyone that I never did go watch that show.
Raise your hand if you watched that show.
Yeah, I watched it. Well, I didn't have anything better to do.
That's how it is.
Sorry, I didn't have anything better to do.
I was at work. I only watched it while I was getting paid.
It was that or some spreadsheets, and spreadsheets make me think about Ian, so I watched the show.
I thought it was
So
I thought it was okay. I can see why everybody else in chat is demanding we come back, though. You know.
Sean just snorted some beer. Very good, Tank Top.
It hurts when it goes through your nose. It hurts. It hurts. Woo!
Man.
Golly.
I did not watch it. I got to go back and watch it. I'm sorry, guys. That's the one thing I'll be nice about in this show tonight. Sorry, Goofy. Sorry, Evan, that I didn't watch your show. I'll go back.
I will never tell you if I watch a show. I may have watched it. I may not have watched it. You'll never know.
You're a man of mystery.
And really, I guess, you know, nothing of note has happened to Evan other than that show. So.
Yeah, and that note was the highlight of his huh?
Really, nothing else that comes to mind.
Way to break a leg, Evan!
You told him to break a leg when they went to do the show, and he took it literally.
Man, so literal that he drove himself right into a dump.
Yeah. Hey, now he's mixing it up with the chicks at the nursing home, right?
Yeah.
Hey, the nursing home chicks, you know, they can't get pregnant, you know?
Now he sees what I've been dealing with, getting the Jello with the little blue sprinkles in it, right? He knew what that was all about. As soon as he got it, he was like, "Oh hell, gonna get lit tonight." Oh, them poor old women in their walkers couldn't get away fast enough, man.
If no one else enjoys this show, I have enjoyed it already. Oh, golly. All right, that's 2. All right, let's go on to the next schlub that we have to talk about.
Yeah, we want to make sure we hit everybody. We talked about Landon bribing us to get back on the show. Evan hitting a dump truck.
Evan
I know what we need to talk about.
Evan hitting a dump truck.
Yeah, I got that.
I know we need. Ace, where are you going? All right, bye.
That's the dog.
I know what we need to talk about.
What's that?
We need to talk about this commissioner conspiracy. Not really conspiracy, but turmoil between the commissioner.
Okay.
The commissioner on this show, we will
refresh my memory.
Nameless.
Yes, tell us more about this turmoil.
Yeah, refresh my memory, man.
The turmoil that is. The other commissioner turned his picture black to make his trophy more prominent.
Yeah,
oh shit!
Right.
Yeah. You didn't think I had some shit, huh?
That's right.
Here we go. Let's speak the truth into existence. Let's go.
I just want to start as a third party observer here. As a third party observer to chime in first. I just want to say fuck you, Brandon.
Oh shit! All right, here we go. That's how we start. All right, Mark, how do you feel about that? Tell us your feelings. We're a safe place.
That's pretty messed up. Now, if you want a good reason why I had to get out of the show for a while, why I just, I just didn't feel like it was a safe place anymore.
Preach.
Because I said on the show, you know what I would do if I won the championship? I'd just make a plain black background so that the gold medal would show up a little better. And what happens about 2 days later? I guess on the one side, I should say, well, we got a fan. He's listening to the show. But on the other side, isn't it messed up or what, man? He took my idea. So now if I do it, I'm copying, right? But you heard it here first, right? I think you heard it here.
Turmoil in the end.
Now there's turmoil.
League.
That's low, man. That's low. That's slower than whale shit right there.
Tank Top, I heard
that
the other commissioner spot was up for taking.
Man,
because of it.
That's
what that's the rumor is.
That was proper turmoil. I got to give you credit for that.
I forgot all about that. Thank you, man.
I'm here for it.
Thank you. Who would have thought?
I didn't see a proper tweet on Evan's Twitter machine because over this offseason I started following him.
I've been following him.
Come to find out he is okay. He's an okay follow. If you want to follow somebody on Twitter, but he did not make any mention of the turmoil that is the NAO league between the two commissioners. I thought that was breaking news. He didn't make anything, you know. Come on, y'all.
That's a good point.
Evan, do better.
Do better.
Yeah. The only problem with following Evan on Twitter is all the Tennessee stuff, man. I told him a couple times, I'm like, dude, don't take it personal if I unfollow you, but I can't stand all this Tennessee shit. I don't care about hearing about they aren't talking baseball right now, man, which I guess they're doing okay in baseball, right? So, but hell, man, I don't want to hear about Tennessee baseball.
I gotta check the score.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care much about baseball anyway, much less Tennessee baseball.
Yeah, who the heck follows Tennessee baseball?
Apparently, Evan.
Apparently, Evan. Well, it's not like he has anything else to do.
Yeah.
Do you think he's in the nursing home, like going over ADP to all these old people? There's just
you fucking know he is.
The one guy with schizophrenia in the corner just memorizes every one of these.
He has ADP from the last 5 years because Evan's been reading it to him, and that's all he's been saying for like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, remember these stats.
The nurse is about to kill Evan because the guy's like just reading stats off to him now.
What are you saying? He's got like Rain Man in there helping him keep up with things, Definitely got to pick him first. Got to pick him first.
Yeah, Pitts. ADP has Pitts first, 101.
Of course, your shorts are on the highway. Okay. Oh man.
I mean,
well, who else? Go ahead, man.
Did he have a good draft? I don't know. I didn't look at the draft this year.
Who, the guy in the freaking nursing home?
Yeah.
We
probably. He probably had all the ADPs stuck in his head.
Oh wait, didn't we draft before that though?
Oh yeah, we did draft before.
No, before the accident?
No. Before he went to the nursing home.
Yeah.
Oh, before the nursing home. Yeah.
He was still in the ER when we drafted.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what? He did have a pretty decent draft, and I guess now we understand why. All them meds, man.
I mean,
had his mind kind of
reversed.
reversed.
I'm the co-manager on that team, but I'm still going to give it up to the schizophrenic guy in the corner. I think he did better than me.
Yeah. The schizophrenic guy just shouts out, "Puka Nakua!" And he's like, sound like he said Puka Nakua. I think I got to draft that guy.
I think we can honestly make a educated statement in the fact that Evan would be dead before he misses a draft.
Yeah. I have to say one nice thing about him.
He's in the
life
flight chopper.
All about the draft.
And the life flight chopper asking him to get lower to get Wi-Fi.
Landon also made a special trip to that guy also, so Evan can have Wi-Fi.
He's on the go.
Shout out to Landon, just doing the Lord's work over here.
Catholic priest joke. I couldn't come up with it fast enough, so that's it.
Insert Catholic priest here. I mean, Catholic priest joke here. What was the over-under on Sean laugh crying?
Oh, that's 3. That's definitely 3. Holy God. Insert Catholic.
Oh man.
We should.
Oh, I'm gonna laugh about that tomorrow. It's gonna be good.
I think this is the episode
Continue.
Ricky should put on the radio.
True, true, true.
Yeah,
Speaking
you
of
should
Ricky,
definitely not put this episode on the radio. Whew.
speaking
Golly.
of Ricky, speaking of Ricky.
Ooh, speaking of Ricky, what do we got, Marky Mark?
I don't know, man. I mean, there's so many ways we can go here, you know.
How's his lineup doing this offseason?
That's apparently a sore spot. You brought up his lineup, and he kind of snapped a little bit.
He got a
He
little
snapped
upset
a wee
about
bit,
that.
right? You saw that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he did. He did.
I was like, ooh, all right, touchy. I get it.
Came right back. Came right back at you, man. Came right back at you. Yeah, I thought maybe we were doing. I think he thought we were doing the Devi League. You know, because he's
Ooh, oh yeah, okay, all right.
because he's got a few high schoolers on there and a couple guys still in college. Maybe it's not looking. I don't know. I don't recognize a lot of the names anyway. So
I have a.
But when when Cook goes to the Jets, that'll help him, right?
all right. Yeah, we talked. We talked about Cook earlier, but we didn't talk about him going to the Jets, man. So who's that? Who's that blow up big time? I guess Goofy's got Brees Hall.
Oh yeah,
And-
He's got Michael Carter too.
Who? Yeah, I think does Humpty have Michael Carter or no?
Yes,
I remember him
Let's take a
drafting him,
look.
and I thought Michael Carter was.
Michael
I think he
Carter. Ricky has Michael Carter.
Yeah, didn't he go in the first round? I thought that was like a really bad pick, man. No
He was-
offense.
He was drafted 1-7
Oh yeah,
in 2021. Who went
And I
right
was
before
saying-
him?
Can we take a moment and just say that Humpty is bragging about a championship in another league in our league? His name is DOT Champions. Like,
I can't say anything about that, man. I mean, that's a good flex right there.
It's a great
He
flex.
gave-
really. Nice job,
Yeah,
Ricky.
Yeah, he gave up his
good
roster.
job, Ricky.
He left his he left the league. He got a championship out of it. I guess that's what it's going to take. Maybe if he leaves, I don't want him to leave this league though. So let's not go there.
Yeah, do not leave this league, Humpty. We love you.
We're going to give him some shit right now, but I don't want him to leave the
Oh
league.
yeah, we give him some shit.
But yeah,
They needed Tank Top and Brandon to come in and save the day and freaking finish it out for him. But hey, it's fine. It's okay. They got the championship, right?
if you go back to some of our old tapes, you'll hear me saying, "Man, Michael Carter, I don't think he's worth a first round pick. Guy can't pass block. He's not going to be on the field. Best thing he does is pass catch, but he can't pass block, so he won't be on the field."
All right, stop.
Yeah,
Evan,
that's not good.
if you're listening to the show, go back in all of our NAO shows, make a collaboration of all the times that Marky Mark has said Michael Carter is not worth it, and put it together and put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Continue,
It's just-
Mark.
Get the schizophrenic in the corner to help out. Go through a few old episodes, but yeah, that was not a good first round pick. And the Jets are showing that they don't have any faith in him because it looks like inside sources saying that Cook already has a deal in principle with the Jets, but Minnesota's still trying to make a trade. And if they can't get it done, they're going to cut him, and he's going to the Jets. Looks like it's a done deal. So that kind of burns up a lot of values. And I don't know who got a Bandicanda who drafted him this year. Probably looked like a good draft pick until we found out Cook might be going there. So, but yeah, I think Carter is in the dust, man. I think he's done.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same, which sucks. I thought Michael Carter was going to be one of those breakouts that no one really saw coming, and I was going to give Humpty his flowers, but if Cook lands there, we all know everybody else is second best, right? Hoping to be the Madison of the New York Jets, but You really want the Madison of the New York Jets starting running back for you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see what Cook has left. When Ian was talking trades about him, I was just like, dude, that shoulder's toast, man. He's about done. He might have a little bit of a ball left in him, but man, at his age with all the shoulder mess, I don't think he's going to do too much.
Hank Top, did you see Marky Mark CYA right there? You know, he was covering his own ass. He's like, yeah, I think Cook is fucking cooked, but he might have 1 or 2 games in case he does.
Yeah.
He was CYA. Who else do we need to highlight in this show?
Let's talk about our buddy FNG. You know,
Woo! All right, let's go.
FNG. Actually, I got to tell you a couple of things about FNG. You guys are fun, amazing. So,
pray tell. Pray tell.
But the most shocking thing was that walked by him in the hallway at work, and he turned around and he said, "Hey, when are you gonna do a draft recap show?" And I was like, "Do you even fucking listen to the show?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, it depends on, the content and blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Man, you don't listen to the freaking show." He's asking for a draft recap. So as soon as he sees draft recap, he's going to get all happy because he thinks he had a good draft or something. Like we're just going to
FNG, I know a guy. His name's Landon. I'll send him your way. You'll be.
I guess he thinks, he got Bijan, and so he thinks we're just going to give him a grade A for whatever reason. But I got, when we get to that point, we'll probably tear him apart worse than anybody, right?
Oh yeah, just because you drafted Bijan doesn't mean you get a fucking grade A.
So
you did what everybody else and their brother would do. What's that make you?
So here's a question, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Okay.
We know what
I will answer.
He stuck to Bijan, but did you guys? Because we know what Sean tried to offer once, and it was probably the worst trade I've ever seen. Did you shoot for 1-1 when before it was Bijan?
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I tried. So
we all know I did.
In all seriousness, I tried.
You should have gone to fantasy jail after that hearing.
I should have been kicked to the fucking curb.
Yeah, I think he mentioned you, Sean, in the shit offers that you were sending, but
Oh, all right.
I think he said
he recognizes.
I think it was more like, well, I got an offer from Sean. Well, if you want to call it an offer,
That tracks. That's fair. That's fair.
No, dude, I talked to him early because I'm like, if I don't get it from him early, I'm not going to get it. As soon as they start talking Bijan, I'm toast, And I tried to make the trade. So there was a trade between between Poo Crew and the DBs. And I guess the DBs got
fucking Ian on the NAO show.
Yeah, sorry. So the DBs got Higgins out of it.
Woo!
And they gave him a 24 first. And I was in talks with him too, trying to get that 24 first because I knew I had to come with a couple of firsts. So I was like, I was going to offer him 2 24 firsts and then something else to try to get it. But when that deal fell through, I just knew I couldn't get it because I just don't have the capital to do it unless I just kill my roster, which is not worth it for one person, So I was trying, but when that deal fell through, I knew I wasn't getting that pick or Bijan.
It's a hefty. It was a hefty pick.
Yeah,
it was a big pick, and I think it was one of the most easiest when you do your how we are doing in our drafting tank top. You gotta put that at
I
a
gotta
negative
do that
3.
Spreadsheet. Maybe I could ask Evan for help with that. I gotta get the values.
Bijan at 1 was probably the biggest no-brainer in the world. You know what I mean? Like, everyone was going to pick him at 1 if we are in a 1-quarterback league. I will say that FNG has done a phenomenal job of turning his lineup around this offseason. He added 3 really, really big pieces. I will tell you that.
I was
And
before our
I
little
can't
hiatus. I thought we were, I was doing some ranking checks, website ranking checks.
Ooh, tank top ranking checks in the off season. Look at this.
F&G's moving on up there.
He's
moving on up.
It's no longer I get a bye week against F&G, but you get 2 against Silly and Ricky, I guess, but no longer F&G.
I played both of them twice this year. Y'all are welcome.
Yeah.
F&G, I mean, he's got AJ Brown, solid wide receiver. Bijan, if he pans out to be the guy that everyone thinks he's going to be, he'll be running back 1 easy. I mean, maybe even top 8, top 5, maybe, And he added Justin Fields to his lineup. I mean, he was looking at Jared Goff last year. Justin Fields got to be a fucking step up from that. So he's done some really, really good work on this freaking lineup, and I cannot wait to cherry pick guys for the next year's Pro Bowl for it. It'll be fantastic. We're gonna go 3-3.
3-0.
We're gonna go 3-0.
Are we being nice to F&G for a second? Because I have a nice F&G story.
Yeah, you can be nice to FNG. He's a nice guy.
Before you do that, did you say Jared Golf?
Yeah, he definitely said Jared Golf.
Jared Golf. Isn't that the putt place we play at nearby? The guy Jared owns it,
Jared's Golf.
Jared Golf, yeah. Our good old buddy Jared up the road. Got a nice little putt.
He's got a little nice golf course,
Jared Golf.
I'm trying to think of the pick.
All right.
So in the draft.
Ooh, okay. A little pre-draft teaser.
Okay, so I picked Kayshawn Booty.
Booty ooty.
Shake.
At 4,
Shake,
round 4,
shake.
pick 1.
Shake your booty.
And I'm pretty sure, I think it was that pick. But F&G had the pick right before it. And I was like, ooh boy, he might actually go with him. So I tried to be sneaky because I wanted a piece of the booty. It was.
The booty ooty.
Want to get a little booty.
I offered that pick and like some random ass 5th to move up 1 spot. And F&G, I give him credit. He was like, who you taking here? If it's not the guy I want, I'm not going to take your pick. And it wasn't the guy. He took Will, this quarterback. Who was it?
Levi's.
Levi's. He's a jeans guy.
Yeah,
he wears jeans in the off season.
He's like, no, I'm taking Will, so you can take your booty. And he didn't. He could have taken like a free 5th, and he didn't. And I think that's pretty cool. So I thank you, F&G. That's pretty cool.
F&G, stand up guy. Stand up guy.
That was nice.
Yeah,
he didn't want any of that booty or your 5th round bullshit.
No, I'll take more 5th rounds though.
You're gonna give him away, you might as well take him.
He's all right. An ironic thing about FNG is that all you guys talk about how he ghosts you, and I have to say,
Mark waits until he goes to the bathroom and goes into the stall with him. So I have a trade offer. You can't leave.
I'm like, look, I'm peeking over the stall. Like, all right, dude. So,
hey, how you little doing? I mean, your little peanut. I mean, how you doing?
Got to get his attention, man. But I gave him some crap this year here recently because I've been talking to him about trades. We never did get anything done. But I was like, dude, I know why these guys complain to me all the time now. You are horrible, He does. He just fucking. It's like I'm finding that there's no malice in it. It's not like he's ignoring you, being disrespectful. I don't know what it is, man. I think he just.
F&G knows he's smarter than everybody. It's fine.
Yeah.
He knows that he is smarter than everyone.
So now, because I've been nice to F&G here for a second, I have to defend myself here.
Here goes the fire.
Oh no!
Where's the fire?
Nope. You especially should rein that in for a sec. I need to apologize to F&G for sending you a whole bunch of shitty trades. They made me do it. Sean started it. He
just trying to get a rise out of him, see if he'd come back and say something.
That was exactly it. I'm going to tell the whole story. Sean wanted to trade for Olave. As soon as F&G got Olave, Sean was like, I need that guy. and he wouldn't answer. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send a really bad trade to FNG, and he's gonna see, ooh, new trade, and then he's gonna go in and he's gonna see mine, and it's really bad, and then he's gonna see Sean's, and it worked. FNG got on immediately after I sent the trade. I've done that a few times for other people, and it works most of the time. And that's why I'm not stupid. I'm just trying to get his attention.
Yeah.
And it's worked. I'll do it again.
Hey, I'm okay with it. I got a lave out of it.
I'll do it again.
I did tell him he's got to do better about that stuff. But the ironic thing about FNG is that he's actually very talkative. If you catch him at the right time and you're talking fantasy, or especially like if you're talking Tennessee Titans, man, you know, he's really talkative.
Talking Tennessee Titans with the right mind. No,
I'll talk any football, any team, you know. I mean, I'm cool with it all, but yeah, he's really talkative, man. You guys would be blown away if you'd ever just heard a conversation, because yeah, he'll talk. He'll stand there and talk 20 minutes. We'll be in the hallway or something, man, and we'll talk 20 minutes about fantasy until I'm kind of like, all right, dude, we got to get back to work. People are seeing us out here, you know.
I will tell you, the first time I met FNG at dinner one time, and he was telling me play by play this one drive of Titan.
Yeah.
And I tell you, the detail that this guy was going into, he was telling me what the girl in the row in section 210 was doing, you know, like eating her chips while fucking Henry was running up the middle. Like, he was telling me, like, by detail, this fucking drive. Yeah. Do I remember the drive? Hell no, I don't remember the drive, because we're talking Tennessee Titans. Who the hell was Tennessee Titans? But,
well, I brought him in based on those conversations because I knew he was passionate about football and you know, his team especially, and fantasy. And I thought he was sharp enough to be good in this league. I did tell him up front, we got rules about engagement. He didn't seem to hear all that so well, but I think he'll get better, you know, because I've been, you know, when you're doing that to the commissioner, then and I've on behalf of the guys who have said he's not paying attention, he's not answering me, I've gone to him, you know. But then when it was me, I was like, oh man, now I see what these guys are talking about. This dude, man, he just freaking disappears on you. You know, you think you're trying to have some talks, and instead of it taking 2 days, it takes 2 weeks. You know, so he'll get better, I think. But he's still getting his dynasty legs.
So what you're saying is the FNG is on fucking notice. The NAO show kickoff show. The commissioner puts FNG on notice. You
That's
best
right.
believe.
That's right, bitch. Answer your DMs.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is the spiciness everyone's been missing.
Yeah.
All of our loyal listeners.
Yeah.
All right. Who else is on the cutting block?
Well, got a couple of guys. I mean,
all right.
We'd be remiss not to mention our buddy A-Bomb. What do we got to say about A-Bomb? Here's the question. Here's the question to start us off.
Nothing nice to say about A-Bomb.
Here's the question to start us off. Is his roster kind of, does it make you think about Evan in the nursing home when we look at his roster? Has he cleaned that up any, or is it still kind of a geriatric roster? Nice look there, man.
When I look at A-Bomb's roster, it is the roster of the perfect mind dude in the same bedroom as Evan. You know what I mean? Like, that's the roster he would have.
Yeah.
I mean,
not much bad we can say about A-Bomb. Unfortunately, I'd love to just
you can't say anything bad about a guy that's over 6'5", you know what I mean? Because he would eat you.
And I may be
literally eat you.
And I may be going to a football game with him later this year. So, yeah. Oh, Mark, Mark had a bad accident off the top level of the stadium. Poor
All we
guy.
heard was A-Bomb yelling, "You motherfucker!" and
Yeah.
freaking Mark just
Yeah,
flying down
no.
the causeway. Just
No. He was like, fire in the hole.
yeet.
I think A-Bomb's great. I don't have anything bad to say, and I'm not trying to trade for anybody on his team.
You're a motherfucker, Mike. You are a motherfucker. All right, on to the next one, Marky Mark. Obviously, because we're done talking about A-Bomb because too scared to get eaten.
I ain't scared of him from here.
Yeah, you're gonna say that when you get thrown off the top freaking balcony of the stadium. That's fine.
Yeah, it's a shame he's such a good guy. I'd love to talk more shit about him, but
Yeah, I've known that guy for 15 plus years, and I can't say one bad thing about him. Besides the fact that he got very fucking lucky the last few years in his fantasy league. He won a championship with Barrios.
No, let's move on.
Let's move on. Wins a championship with Barrios?
Yeah, that's bad for Mike. Hey, before we go away from A-Bomb though, remember that time that he freaking shamed us into drinking more beers? Remember that day we had drunk beers all freaking day.
All right, let me set the scene for our valued listeners. Here we are at the brewery, Marky Mark, A-Bomb, and me, and mind you, we have been drinking all day, all day.
Yeah. We started in Raleigh, right? We started over in Raleigh.
We started in Raleigh, and we went to 3 or 4 places in Raleigh.
Yeah.
And then we go to this place right in Wake Forest where I live. And Ian, if you show up at my door, I will shoot first and ask questions later. And then A-Bomb's like, "Hey, do you guys want to have another beer?" And Mark and I were like, maybe not. Like, Mark is literally driving home.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I think I was dropping you guys and driving home myself.
Yeah, exactly. And A-Bomb goes, "Oh, I'm gonna just drink by myself then?"
Maybe drink by myself? Yeah.
It is something different when a guy that is 6'5" plus tells you, "Oh, I'm going to drink by myself," where the choice in my heart goes completely out, and I'm just like, "Sir, whatever you would need, I will do for you."
It's funny though, because he's pretty soft spoken and chill, you know. But then I think he uses it every once in a while. He uses that size to his advantage. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna make me drink by myself? No, sir. No, sir. Go ahead and get me."
Guess who had another beer? Guess who had another beer?
We all had another beer.
Yeah, we all had another beer.
And I drove home at probably like 2 in the morning, 2 and 10. Like, oh shit. 30 miles an hour. Go around. Oh man.
Good times.
Oh, but you know, he's such a good sport. You remember everybody was staring at him. He's the biggest
asshole at the fucking counter.
He's the biggest dude.
Dude.
No, the guy that came and got him to take pictures. You remember that?
Oh, that fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Dude, like
the life of A-Bomb, man. He's what? I think he's 6'9", right? Isn't he like 6'9"?
Yeah.
And
like A-Bomb has a heart of gold.
Yeah,
and I get infuriated for him. Like I'm sitting there just fucking fuming. Yeah. This random person goes, "Oh, can I have a picture with you?" Just because you're freaking
he took him across the way where the band was playing and took pictures with a big group, you know. But he was a good sport.
I wanted to light everyone on fire.
I know, man. Yeah, he was a good sport, but yeah, I just wanted to go kind of like do a flying drop kick on some of those folks, man.
Dude, the dude at the bar. All right, so we're standing at the bar. A-Bomb and I, we're getting. Marky Mark is using the bathroom, and this guy's like, he's sitting at the bar, and he looks up and he goes, "Oh, hey, how tall are you?" Like, that's a fucking random question that you ask people. Like, how big is your dick? You know, like, it's big enough to fucking slap you in the face. You know what I mean? And
we took a weird turn there, man.
I'm mad. I'm
literally
furious for A-Bomb right now. Like, obviously he's fucking tall enough. Why are you asking this random man how tall he is?
Yeah.
And this guy's like, oh, how tall are you? A-bomb, in perfect A-bomb fashion. Straight, cool as a cucumber, tells him, hey, how you doing, dude? And he's like being so cordial with him. Where I'm literally imagining bouncing his head off the fucking bar and how many times it would take to take his teeth out of his face. You know what I mean? Like, this is why A-bomb is the nicest person you'll ever meet, because I will light people on fucking fire if I was him all the time.
Yeah. It's pretty chill, man.
Wow, we took a real weird turn there, but...
Well, yeah, I don't want to think about A-bomb slapping people in the face with his dick. Come on, man. What the hell was all that?
Hey, you act a fool, you get a fool. You know what I mean?
All right, well, we got a couple guys to go over before we get out of here, man. What do we got to say about Goofy? Anything about Goofy?
I don't have anything nice to say about Goofy at this moment, so
Are you?
Oh, is that where you draw the line? Is Goofy?
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you having bad trade talks with him right now, man? He's tough to trade with, man. That dude. Whew.
I'm trying to trade with him right now, just in a different league, because he's on the clock, and I just want to get this fucking draft.
Oh, you're holding the draft.
Oh, tell us.
No, I'm not authorized. I just told him I'm not authorized to spend more than I've offered you, so I need to wait for Anna to get home.
Yeah, dude, serious up. His job right now is about as crazy as it gets, and yeah, it's been pretty hectic for him, man. I said work's been tough for me. Multiply it by about 5 for Goofy, man. He's been dealing with some shit. So
yeah,
I feel like that.
We start our. It's another league, obviously. Who cares? We start our draft. We make it.
We're in other leagues.
We can tell that. How many
This
picks?
show is completely off the fucking rails. I talked about slapping people in the face with dicks. All right, so you're good.
We made it through what? 5 picks in the first day. Goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy was going to kill all of us. We were having a nice relaxing day at the beach. We are super chill. And Goofy is just hating on every single person. I couldn't stop. I felt bad for laughing because I knew that he was actually mad. But
yeah.
That was the slowest draft. That's the slowest draft I've ever been a part of.
Wait, start again because you both were talking. So, Mike, what were you saying?
Oh, that is the slowest draft I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, that one's bad. We're still in the 3rd round. Started Saturday morning. So.
Oh, let's get an update on that draft right now.
I think it's still Goofy's pick right now.
It's Goofy's on the clock.
Still Goofy's pick. 3-7 right now.
I talked to him earlier today, and I didn't even mention the draft because I knew he was dealing with shit at work, so I didn't even mention it. But I did mention it right before we started taping. I told him that I was letting Landon make the pick at 309. I thought maybe he'd pick quicker, thinking, "Oh, I got to see this shit,"
Landon, the first pick he's ever had in a draft, and are you gonna ever draft? I mean, like, come on, man.
3rd rounder, man. 3rd rounder. Yeah, it's gonna be good for him. All right. Well, why don't we wrap it up with 2 of our favorite guys? I think, we talked a little bit about Ian. We didn't say much about Dylan. Let's talk about them both. What the hell's up with these guys,
you
man?
have to talk about both of them at the same time.
There you go.
At the same time.
That's it right there. That's it right there. I swear, man, if you say something about one, the other jumps in,
There was, speaking of turmoil, there was a brief time though. I thought Dilly broke up with Ian.
Like going at each other.
I thought they broke up.
I thought they broke up, and Dilly was all about Ricky for a little while.
Ah, yeah.
Ian,
maybe
sunk his teeth in though. He got him in good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta be nice to your supplier, So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, which is something we didn't really know about Dylan until here recently.
Yeah.
He started talking about the gummies and the ganja, So yeah. But those two are joined at the hip, man. You know.
I mean, dick touching. I mean, yeah, joined at the hip.
Yeah. That's why I had to give Hunty some shit. I was like, man, you ragged on me for defending my cousin and freaking Dylan and Ian all the time defending each other in chat. You know, and say shit about
All the
them. Yeah, they're not even family.
Has the
So I
chat
don't.
been just a little bit, maybe a little sunnier lately in the last few weeks or so? With Ian on vacation, chatting less. Everyone seems to be getting along, having fun.
That's a good point.
Now that you say something, it really has.
That's a good point.
It's a safer place. It's a nice place to be. Humpty's even being nice.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could say some random shit, and Ian's got to come in and call somebody a cunt, and then he's got to come in and do the alliteration
that I've created myself. You are fucking wrong. That's Ian. That was me.
Yeah, he comes in, he does the alliteration, and I'm figuring now that Landon has visited all of us, I'm thinking that he does the alliteration because maybe Landon has given him a little, encouragement. Little encouragement on the side.
Gave him a mouthful, if you know what
I mean. Sorry, Landon. I love you, man.
Well, wait the hell. Who else are we going to talk about tonight?
I feel like Landon wanted this show, and we just.
Yeah, Ian comes in and he tries to be funny, and it just I don't know. A lot of times it just doesn't land.
Wait, stop. Wait. Ian tries to be funny?
Yeah.
Wait. At what point?
That stuff he's doing, I think he thinks he's being humorous, So I am very good about when he actually does say something funny. I put the laugh emoji right away, because most of the time I'm just doing like the old, when the dog, hears a noise that's funny and he turns his head. I'm kind of like, was that supposed to be funny or I don't get it.
You funny?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. So yeah, so I don't know about those two, man. I'm just waiting to see, are we going to have another, if we're going to get the trade 3.0? I mean, I don't know if the league can survive another one of their trades, man. I really don't.
Does he have anything left to take?
No, that's the thing. He
doesn't.
You're exactly right. Because man, I was looking at. Let me see if I can make Dylan a trade here, and then I looked down through and I was like, man, there's just nothing I want. I don't think any of these guys can help me, man. God bless him. He's gonna have a tough road to hoe, man. Even in the bottom four, playing that bottom four schedule, he's gonna have a tough road to hoe.
Oh, here's some spiciness. You had to wait all show for the spiciness. Here it comes. Silly Dilly should let Landon be his co-manager to help him out of the shithole that he is in. Boom.
I can't disagree with that. I think Landon could help him if he'd listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
If he'd listen to him. The ironic thing is Dylan, like, he tears it up in redraft, from what I understand. Okay.
I can see that, definitely.
But he's still getting his dynasty legs. I said something about FNG getting his dynasty legs, but I think he's surpassed Dylan in a year less.
Yeah.
So sorry, Dylan. I know that's going to be harsh to hear, and you're going to call me a cork sucker and everything else, but
cork sucker.
But
I do that before.
I got to call him like I see him. But yeah, I'm going to have one coming. It's that we're gonna, we'll post the show, and about 45, 50 minutes later, fuck you, McJammer, freaking cork sucker.
Yes, cork sucker.
What have you won, motherfucker? Old motherfucker. Geriatric son of a bitch.
Well, on that note, let's go ahead and go. Man, and Mr. Commissioner, do you have any announcements for the league going into this league?
You cut out a little bit. Mike, did you catch what he was saying there?
I
did
think.
he cut out?
Are we up to the announcements? Have we made it?
Yeah, we'll go to the announcements. I think you got too close to the mic there. You could. By the way, Sean, if we're giving everybody shit, you could stand outside that window behind you, and I'd still be able to hear your ass. You don't have to get that close to the microphone.
Yeah, there's gonna be some sound mixing after this show.
Yeah, yeah.
This will be very true. This is very true.
You lean up and start yelling, and the mic's like, "I can't take this. I
Done.
can't take this. Man. I can't work under these conditions, man." All right. Let's do a few commissioner announcements. So, you sons of bitches,
by the NAO show.
You sons of bitches that have been bitching about not being a show. If you don't watch the show or listen to the show, you don't know the announcements. So, very good, very good. Let's start out. I got three of them. So, we've talked about we're going to do a draft recap show. FNG requested a draft recap show. I want to take care of our buddy FNG. What we want you guys, huh?
We got you, FNG.
Yeah, we got you, man. What we want you guys to do is we want you to grade each manager, regardless of how many picks they did or did not have. Grade each manager on their picks. Send them to me in an email, and we'll do a show talking about how everybody graded each other. That way, it's not just us talking about how shitty you guys did. It'll be, everybody else talking about how shitty everybody else did. It'd be good, right? So,
breaking news, Ian, you got a D for me, just so you know.
Yeah, there's a joke there too.
I was gonna say Ian loves the D. So. Ian loves the D. All right. Okay, we are going to do a schedule release segment. I don't think we'll do a whole show. We're still talking this stuff out, guys, but we'll do like a segment on the schedule release. Like the NFL did this year, I'm going to do some leaks. So I'm going to start talking about who's got what. And you guys asked me to do a leak on the DBs, and I can't remember who they're playing in the first week. I'm supposed to do a live thing. Hang on. Hey.
Be ready.
Live show. This is fun, man.
I got a sound for it, I'm sure. Hang on.
I'm going to find it real quick. Yeah, do me the wah, wah, wah. I'm going to find it. There it is. Schedule 2023. It's not going to take me long. The DBs. All right, the DBs. First leak of the schedule. The DBs start their championship defense against Goofy fucking Jace. So...
duck.
So somebody stepped on a duck. So
I only have 6 sounds, so that's
yeah. Dude, I'll pay for the ultimate package so we can get a few more sounds. All right.
Oh my god! And on that note, that is it.
No. I got one more. Got one more.
Oh my god!
But Ian's gonna love it. Of course, Sean was a little early finishing up. Little premature on Sean's part there. Yeah, you just gave Ian all the ammo he needs, man. Congratulations.
Awesome. I'm here for y'all.
So just to go over again, draft recap show. Get us your grades. Send me an email. Schedule release. Going to do some leaks. So yeah, Goofy Jace versus DBs in week 1. Last one is buy-ins are due by June 30. Brandon and I talked about buy-ins. We're going to start next season. We're going to ask that they be due before the draft. You gotta pay to play. I don't think that'll be a problem in this league at all. But we're gonna start making that every year that they're due by the day of the draft, so that you can you actually draft your team there. All right. So that's it, Sean. If you could if you were able to hold it, go ahead and finish us up here.
All right. So the ending of the NAO show, Ian, you suck.